Hi, my name is Rose Peter Graham of Rose on All Sides. I'm still standing out here in Davonshire Place where they have the London clinic where the former president, Muhammadu Buhari spent his last days. And like I said in my first video, there are quite a number of Nigerians who have been breezing in and out of this place, and you're wondering what they have come here to do. I have a gentleman here. Thank you very much for speaking with me.
Hello, good
Mr.
afternoon.
Ade. Yes, good afternoon. You've been standing here. I noticed you, and thank you for you didn't accept it. I'm saying that twice. But anyway, now you tell me, why are you here?
Well, basically, I was just going past and I saw a group of other Nigerians, and I recognized this building from videos I saw on social media as a place where former President Muhammadu Buhari passed away.
Yes.
So I just came to see, talk to them, mingle, and just find out what's going on. If there's been any further news updates about the cause of death.
Okay, so they've been talking about making inquiries. I have tried to speak to one. I made a phone call, and of course they hung the phone on me.
Wow.
Because the moment maybe they heard my Nigerian accent, maybe I should have asked you to make that call for me. And they feel, okay, this person is trying to make certain inquiries relating to the death of the former president. We don't know if that was it, but I did call twice, and the moment I said my name, they dropped the phone.
Wow.
So I want to know, for you, are you bothered about the cause of death, or the speculations, or the mystery surrounding
Well, the thing is that on
the cause of death of the president?
on a personal level, I'm not really that bothered. But I think from a nation, national point of view, he's been a 3-time president, and his passing is an historic event as well. It will be recorded in history, in Nigeria's history, that Muhammad Buhari was the former president. He passed away. This particular building is also recorded, in history, that this is where he passed away. This city, London, also recorded in history, this is where he passed away. And so the only thing missing from that equation is now what was the cause of death, which I think, from a national point of view, it's worth.
But don't you think we deserve to be told?
I think as a nation, yes. As a nation, I think, it's something that is worth.
But why do you think we have not been? It's not been mentioned, or attention is not being paid.
To be honest with
they
you,
don't see a need to tell us.
To be honest with you, I honestly don't know why. You hear of other heads of states that have passed away. There's always a cause of death that's been mentioned. So I do not know why this has been shrouded in secrecy. Why it's not been released to the public.
Okay, and like I said in my last video, there is no way by just putting a call through to the hospital that they are going to tell you this, because earlier this year the clinic made headlines after an insider alleged a staff member tried to access the records of the Princess of Wales, that's Kate Middleton's medical records. So they wouldn't want to have such controversies in their hands.
They wouldn't. I think, to be honest with you, I also think that it's something that the Nigerian government itself has to, release to the public, because of the doctor-patient confidentiality clauses, with some of these establishments here. They will not tell that, give up that information to the public. But certainly the Nigerian
definitely. You shouldn't. You can't even just make a phone call and access somebody's record. That doesn't even make any sense. So, but it's just like people wanting to know, and maybe it's also to find out how much a bed space costs in a place like this.
I can imagine it's not going to be cheap. This is a world famous high-end institution, and we would like to see more of this kind of establishments, or Nigerian hospitals get to this level as well. That's another thing. I wouldn't
want to say that, but because for a hospital like this, I'm going to tell you this. They said the patients in this hospital get their own concierge service. They have a private chef that serve fish from Cornish boats and meat from historic Smithfield markets. Wow. This is what the patients here enjoy. So it's like a hospital is a hospital / hotel. You're having the time of your life. I mean, so it's like it is targeted towards those who can pay for such services. Yes, but beyond that, you know what the hospital stands for. It's been here for years. Even the late Elizabeth Taylor, a Hollywood A-lister, was treated in this hospital.
And I think
of course, the former Prime Minister David Cameron was born in this hospital. A lot of high-profile people are treated in this hospital. It is a go-to place for the royal family. What are we talking about? And this is something else I don't understand. I mean, I should understand about the link between the royal family and the elites of Nigeria. Of course, because of colonization.
Harley Street is just next door.
Harley Street is just next door. I mean, tell them about it. It is like one of the topmost places, like a highbrow place in the UK. And you have a lot of private clinics like that, like this, that cater to the health needs of millionaires and billionaires, those who can afford it. You can imagine, and this is where people who are leading us are spending, come for their health tourism, whereby they leave thousands, millions of Nigerians dying from lack of these simple facilities, which they could have put in place.
That's very true, because I remember a few months ago there was an incident in Ibadan where the patients were striking because of lack of electricity. So, I think, any official watching this, my own personal advice, let's try and get the health service in Nigeria to a good level, so our people don't have to come to these kind of places and spend a lot of money just to get treatment. They can get treated back home.
Definitely. It is like I said, it's the go-to place for the royal family, for millionaires, billionaires across the world. You can imagine, it's an hotel / hospital.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really posh, but it's sad. It's sad that our leaders are coming to places like this to die, because it's also reported that the former head of state, Abdul Salam, is also very ill, and we don't know if he's in one of these hospitals, but he's also quite ill, and not just him, and quite a number of prominent, personalities in Nigeria. But they have the money. It's the people's money. It's a public purse, and then this is where they spend it. This is how they spend it. You see, for me, I don't know. If we Nigerians actually know what we're doing, we can't gather here to. We've done several rallies to talk about things like this. We've heard our opinions on social media, but it doesn't seem to be changing. The situation remains the same. Apart from spending taxpayers' money in places like this, they still rub it on our faces. We're not going to give you any information.
Yeah,
it's sad. And beyond that, we have a president who is very aware at the moment, and then who is very, very, very aware about what things are. Majorly they all are about what is obtainable in societies like this, and they are depriving us of it back home in Nigeria, while they come here with their families to enjoy, facilities like this. It is really sad. It's sad indeed. It's sad.
Think of how many doctors we produce, how many hospitals we have in Nigeria. It could be a whole lot better.
As a matter of fact, the health services of this country is what? Brain drain. I don't want to use the word exploitation.
It is.
But they are investing the great minds from our country to help,
develop.
To help develop, what they have here. It's such a sad case. It's a sad case.
Anyway,
but I'm still out here. No, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Adi.
Okay,
and then this is me, Rose, out here at the London Clinic. Yes, of course, this place is actually one of the most famous places in the world now today, because the president of the former president of over 200 million people, the most populous black nation in Africa, just passed away here. My name remains Rose Peter Graham.